Carnage Car Chat. What are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? When I was fighting, professional fighting, I was fighting for victory, of course. And you would probably say, well, of course you're fighting victory. Everyone wants victory. But when I mean victory, I mean, what kind of victory is it? Yes, it's the victory of winning that fight, putting the hand up. But there's layers to victory. There's layers to it. So what's the deeper underlying reason for you to fight? Some people fight for fame. Some people fight for ego. Some people fight for pats on the back. Some people fight for money. Some people fight for, overcoming whatever it is they want to overcome. Some people fight for building a legacy. When I was fighting to create something far greater than average. Okay, to not live an average existence. And for me, average existence is different to anyone else's average existence. So it's not a judgment on what everyone else does. It's just how I felt. I didn't want to just be a 9-to-5 worker, and that's not an average existence. So by no means take it as a criticism. I wanted to do something that was very unique, very special. And of course, the only reason why I knew that is because I found martial arts at 14, and then I dove into that, and then it showed me the vehicle to go towards that. So any other situation, maybe I would have done something different. However, I didn't. That was my life path. That was my calling. As such, I didn't know at the time, but it became my calling, and that was my life mission. So I wanted to create something greater than average. So my expectations of self were very high. My expectations of self was to not just win, but to absolutely dominate, okay, in a domination sense of completely destroying my opponent. And I did that quite well, and I did that many, many times. So the result spoke for itself around, the intention behind that winning, what the winning meant, what it meant to me. I've got many trophies and I've got many belts, you know what I mean? And they all have significance in my life, and they're all a great token of, of accomplishment. But it's far greater than those things. And it was, like I mentioned, about, creating something great. So my question to you is, what are you fighting for? And if you have a deeper reason, share it. Let everyone know. Make it a call to action. Sometimes when you're like, I'm fighting for this. And when you say I'm fighting for this, it gives you the allowance to put it out there, to write it down, to put it forward and say, I am fighting for this. So I like to interact with people now and ask them to comment. I asked people to comment the other day about their values, and a lot of people did, so thank you. This time I'm asking you to comment like what it is that you're fighting for. Fighting for freedom, fighting to get out of poverty, you're fighting for acceptance, you're fighting for a better life, you're fighting to maybe take care of your family, you're fighting for fame, fighting for whatever it could be. What are you fighting for? And I'm not saying ring fighting, I'm talking about fighting in general, which is the whole generalization of life. What in your life are you fighting for? Write it down. So this is what I'm fighting for. Really claim it. Make it like a declaration. Claim it and say, this is what I'm fighting for. And say this, and then that can, then again, by doing that, you're speaking it out loud. And it's a call to action, because now you have to now action that call, because you don't want to be a person of no integrity. You want to be a person that has integrity, that says, I said this, so I have to do this. Well, this is what I'm fighting for, so I'm going to keep fighting for it. So I wanted to share this video around what are you fighting for, because I feel like sometimes we lose not the passion, but we lose sometimes the energy, okay, to be able to get there, because life gets tough, things get hard. Let's just say if you're a fighter, you might get injuries, you might get this, you might get that, you might not be able to get an opponent, there's no promoters matching you, the money might be bad. What am I doing this for, So you can start to question yourself around why I'm even doing this. So that can happen along the way. So you can get this light switch can kind of get dimmed, The flame inside you, the light inside of you, that can kind of get dimmed. And you got to just try and remember like what it is you're here for. The bigger mission, the bigger purpose for the fight in the first place. And, if it's a really great reason, then what you'll find is you'll have more inspiration inside you. You'll have more activation inside you to go and get that thing, because it's a bit more than just surface level stuff. So keep fighting. Keep fighting. And one more thing I want to add on the end of this is, if you don't know what it is that you want, you don't know what it is that you're fighting for, keep looking. Keep searching. Continually search until you find what it is that you're fighting for. Okay? That's one thing I want to say, because some people know exactly what they're fighting for, and some people I don't really know. I know I want to fight for something, but I don't really know what it is. In other words, you might not have found your purpose, you might not have found your passion, you might not have fully, connected to what your mission is, you might not have connected to what your full life purpose is, which sometimes can change throughout times of your life. There's different time frames in your life that can change. For me, for me personally, my mission, without even realizing it from the beginning right through till now, was to shine light. Inspire people, even just through my own doings, through my fight career, which was really me doing what I wanted to do. But by doing that, it created this light resonance out to the world, and obviously you have to try to be the best person you can be to inspire people, be a true champion. And by doing so, you kind of you're activating people by just being a champion and inspiring them, and they're like, wow, that's awesome. And they're moving into being a teacher, and they're moving into being a speaker, and they're moving into being a person that really, really is just here, like right now, pushing energy out into the universe, into all of you right now, pushing energy and love and light into you, and trying to be a light for people on dark days. So the questions I ask, the things I talk about, they're just ways to help unravel things inside your heart, unravel things inside your stomach, unravel things inside of your head, and maybe start to make a little bit more sense of it all, so you can then shine into your light, shine into yourself, shine into everything you're supposed to be, and find, maybe if you haven't found what it is, that exact thing you're supposed to do, and call that your life mission, your life purpose, and boom, off you go like a rocket, flying, shining, and living the way that you should be living. Whew, that was a lot, wasn't it? But I wanted to share that because I really feel like sometimes we forget what it is that we're fighting for, or we get tired along the way. So if you're getting tired along the way, just remember that, the fight is never easy, but the fight is worth it. So that's the inspiration for today. Once again, thanks for listening. And again, just to remind you, if you're still listening, let me know. Comment, share it with me, and share it with the world. Be vulnerable, be brave, put it out there. What are you fighting for? The more you write, the better. If you want to just write one word, write one word. Be interactive. Let's get this ball rolling. Let's get on board here, and let's get everyone activated and everyone doing what they're doing. And if you write it down, maybe your friend will see it and go, you know what, I can help you with that. Or someone else might see it, they go, I can help you with that. And when you declare it to the world, and when you declare it to others, they might get on board and help you with the exact same thing that you're wanting right now. Saying, I'm fighting for this. People go, you know what, I'm coming on board. When I was a professional fighter, I had people coming on board. I had trainers, I had teammates, I had sponsors, I had just friends, I had family, I had just so many cool people just wanting to get on board just to be a part of such a great journey. And that's it. They just want to be a part of such a great journey. That's good. And they're all welcome. You welcome them all. You can only be one of you doing it from the front, and they love being a part of it. It's a team effort. Right down to the fan at the top row, he's a part of you. Okay? The fan at the back of the row screaming your name, I love you, thank you for being there, and you're a part of the whole collective, you're a part of the whole mission, and I see you up there, and I thank you up there, so yes, awesome. That's enough for me today, almost 10 minutes, so enjoy the car chat, listen to them while you're driving, or listen to them at home. Thank you for listening.